If you thought you'd seen it all, wait till you hear what Icecube just revealed. As the layers of Hollywood's dark secrets peel away, what lies beneath is as riveting as it is shocking.
Some people may get pissed off because I'm going to talk to everybody. I'm not playing.
Hi everyone, and welcome back to Celeb Live channel. Imagine this, a Jamie Foxx clone, an elite circle that's pulling the strings behind his hospitalization, and industry shenanigans that could put any blockbuster to shame. Is your jaw on the floor yet? Because ours certainly is. Icecube has decided to lift the lid on the pressure, the manipulations, and the high-stakes drama that unfolds behind the glitz and glamour of Hollywood. Brace yourselves, because we're about to dive deep into this labyrinth of power, control, and deception.
You don't want to be a part of their club. That pisses them off.
Icecube's calling out Hollywood's big shots, saying they're knee-deep in some messed-up satanic rituals that he straight-up calls morally wrong and unacceptable. He's even pointing fingers at him, accusing him of fooling around with cloning experiments. And get this, Jamie Foxx. Yeah, the Jamie Foxx, he's supposedly one of their victims. Now, here's where things get wild. A video where Cube spills all these beans gets wiped from every social media platform. Poof, gone. Makes you wonder if there's some sort of information suppression or censorship at play. So, where did it all start? Icecube, that's O'Shea Jackson Sr. for you sticklers, has been dropping bombshells that got the world on its toes. Cube's been clear as glass that he ain't part of the so-called insider club pulling the strings behind the industry's big names. His followers, he says, ain't part of this influencer mob either. That puts a stark line between the celebs and their fans. According to Cube, these top-tier celebs, all buddy-buddy with the industry's elite, are dragging their unsuspecting fans into murky agendas. Cube's got plans to stir the pot even more with his Behind the Gatekeepers podcast tour. Yeah, the same followers he just said were outside the inner circle. They're about to get an inside look. Now, here's Cube quoting to you, direct.
Some of you may not have realized that I'm not part of the club.
But he ain't just a bystander. He says he's cracked the code on how these industry hotshots operate.
You tell me every producer in Hollywood has this mandate. Give me a break. It has to come from the studio to hit every producer, because every producer don't.
Suddenly, Cube's feeling the heat, his personal life under the microscope. Reeks of payback, don't it? For standing up to this shadowy crew's iron grip, but Cube ain't backing down. And that's cool. We can do it ourselves. You know what I'm saying. We're still on the rise without these mothers, so we don't need them. He's certain he and others can make it big without kowtowing to these secret society gatekeepers. This high-stakes game ain't without its casualties. Jamie Foxx, the Hollywood heavyweight, is rumored to have been in the crosshairs of this elusive group for a while. Cube paints a chilling picture of the industry where loyalty's only owed to the industry itself. And sooner or later, every celeb's gotta face this veiled entity. These gatekeepers, they ain't just playing hide and seek. They're running the show, controlling every aspect of their members' lives. Now, there's whispers linking Fox's recent health scare to these Hollywood puppet masters.
Record company guys sit around and tell the artists, this is hot, say that, do this. We're gonna have this guy write the lyrics.
Just as Foxx was knee deep in the production of Back in Action with Cameron Diaz, health problems popped up, stalling the works. Makes you wonder, don't it? Just what kind of strings is this secretive Hollywood group pulling? Jamie Foxx, that Hollywood ace, has been stirring up the dust on set, and not in a good way. The guy goes and causes a ruckus big enough to get 4 crew members booted. Yeah, you heard right. Foxx has a meltdown, demands immediate action on set issues, and 4 folks from the production team get axed. Page 6 reports that Foxx lost his cool and fired an executive producer, 2 directors, and even his personal driver, all over filming snags. But then, right after all this fuss, Foxx falls mysteriously sick. His team, family, nobody's saying a peep about what's up.
Has there been any actual news on what this medical condition is? I mean, Jamie Foxx is a young, vibrant, healthy guy.
Podcaster AJ Benza dropped a real bombshell claiming Foxx had a blood clot leading to a stroke, partial paralysis, and blindness post a vaccine shot right when he was deep in filming.
So you got, in spite of a vaccine and a booster and natural immunity, you got it again.
Benza didn't just stop there. He hints that Foxx was pushed into getting the vaccine while on set, and he's got a source to back him up. Benza's wild accusations spread like wildfire on social media. Even right-wing commentators like Candace Owens got in on the action. Everyone's sitting tight, waiting for Fox's side of the story, especially with nobody else stepping up to deny the claim.
They are towing a line constantly with this COVID stuff. No one finds out the truth. No one's allowed to talk about it.
Fox's fans and those close to him are growing increasingly worried about his sudden and unexplained health issue. The plot thickens when Cameron Diaz, Fox's co-star, doesn't appear to have any connection with Foxx since his hospital admission. Now, there's a conspiracy theory brewing that Diaz might had a hand in pressuring Foxx to get the jab. An insider says Diaz hasn't been in touch with Foxx directly, and all she knows is from grapevine talk. Insider lets slip that Foxx was told his career would take a hit if he didn't get the industry recommended vaccine. Let's not forget, this ain't the first time the industry's been caught in similar controversies. The bigwigs and their power plays, there's always more than meets the eye. I've walked a mile in Jamie Foxx's shoes, Icecube said during a chat with Joe Rogan, unmasking what seems to be a trend of behind-the-scenes manipulation in the industry. Much like Foxx, he'd been booted from a film production with vague reasons. But the truth of the matter ran deeper. The entire industry, every single producer, refused to work with him unless he accepted their vaccination demands. I tell you this, man, the suggestion to get the jab came from way up high, higher than you'd think, Icecube said. The industry-wide call for his vaccination was suspiciously united. There was something off about the entire scenario. It wasn't just a nudge towards vaccination, it was a shove. And when he stood his ground, the movie deal went down the drain. The media, somehow, got wind of the situation, and Icecube was on the back foot. He was painted as a bad guy, an obstacle, a spreader of disease. He hadn't made any public statements about his vaccination status, hadn't taken any sides. His decision was his own, but the power players in the industry decided to ruin his reputation anyway. The absence of repercussions for those who spread the news of his vaccination decision hinted at some heavy protection behind the scenes. The puppet masters, as Icecube termed them, didn't stop there. Their tactics went beyond pressuring him into conformity. They sought to puppeteer him through their veiled threats and manipulative tactics. But Icecube was resilient.
They tried to, put my business in the street, put pressure on me, everybody around me telling me how stupid I am.
Yet, it gets even more mind-boggling. According to Icecube, the elites are toying with the idea of human cloning. They're playing God, seeking immortality by duplicating themselves. Icecube claimed, the reason, they need a backup plan, a way to replace their own failing organs. The chilling part is that they're starting their experiments with actors. We're in the dark about the state of these alleged experiments and what the supposed clones are capable of. Could they replace the original person entirely? Icecube insinuated that Jamie Foxx's recent health issues could be tied to these experiments. Jamie Foxx might be back in the limelight soon, but will it be a real Jamie? Icecube asked. The allegations, as fantastical as they sound, make one shudder. Are we to believe that the elites are capable of such scientific feats and moral abandon? As ludicrous as it may seem, Icecube's words echo with sincerity. The stage is set for more revelations, and a world will undoubtedly be watching. Taking a stand, making waves. That's the Icecube way. As a director, he has got the clout to turn down acting gigs and blaze my own trail in the industry. A luxury, really. One that Jamie Foxx, on the other hand, didn't have. It was either get the jab or risk it all. Pretty harsh, right? Foxx's fans are worried, and rightly so. They're convinced that their idols become another pawn in the elite's game. Now, he's lying in intensive care, supposedly due to the vaccine. An eerie hush hangs over the Foxx fandom. Call it a call to arms, a wake-up call, a rallying cry. Fans are uniting, ready to challenge the powers that be. Just because you don't see what they're doing doesn't mean it's not real. It's real, one fan chimed in. Cube's decision to spill the industry's dark secrets has been met with approval. I'm happy people are starting to speak out. Big ups to Icecube, and I pray he continues to be covered, another supporter wrote. So amidst all this, our thoughts are with Foxx. We're hoping for a swift and complete recovery. But how's Foxx holding up? His family's been mum, leaving us all hanging. But there's been one update from his co-producer, John Boyega. He's doing amazing. I promise you, he's in really good shape and spirits. I spoke to him yesterday, as did John Boyega. He'll be back on screen and at work very soon, John shared during the Netflix film premiere. That's promising, isn't it?
They want to make sure that he is perfectly stable when they do eventually release him, but unfortunately, we still don't know exactly when that will be.
And it was wild ride, isn't it? Cube, he's always seen himself as a truth crusader, a justice warrior. He ain't afraid to lift the veil on the uncomfortable or downright freaky reality. When he first heard about these so-called Hollywood elites getting down with satanic rituals, he was skeptical. But as he dug deeper, it became clear that this ain't some wild theory. There's a creepy hidden culture happening right under Tinseltown's glam and glitz.
People at the top can manipulate what's going on with the people who are bickering and fighting.
Cube, he ain't mincing words when he says that everyone's got to be accountable for their actions, no matter how big their bank accounts or shiny their status in society. People, according to Cube, gotta stay awake, gotta stay united in defending their rights, because the truth can be stranger, more mind-boggling than any screenplay Hollywood could turn out. And there you have it, folks. An expose that's as chilling as it is revealing. We've heard it straight from Icecube. The deep-seated pressure within the industry, the disturbing truth behind Jamie Foxx's hospitalization, and even more disturbing, the wild claim about Foxx being cloned by Hollywood's elites. The truth, they say, is stranger than fiction. In this case, it might just be stronger than a science fiction thriller. Before I sign off, we want to hear from you. What do you make of Ice Cube's revelations? Do you believe Jamie Foxx was cloned? Or do you think it's all a ruse to grab headlines? Drop your thoughts in the comment section below and let's get the conversation going. Thank you all for tuning in and joining me on this wild ride through the fascinating world of celebrity rumors. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit that subscribe button and smash that like button and smash that like button. Don't forget to turn on notifications so you never miss out on the latest updates. Until next time, stay curious, stay entertained, and keep those comments coming. Peace out.